call the meeting to order. And I would like to wish everybody a happy new year. Hopefully it's been good for everybody so far. And we'll get started. This thing keeps popping up in front of my screen now. There, maybe that'll do it. Okay, number 2, declaration of pecuniary interest. I would ask council to make that declaration now or at the appropriate time. Seeing none, we'll carry on. 3, delegations, we have none. Adoption of the council meeting minutes, that the minutes be adopted by council, and those confidential minutes of the closed session of council remain confidential and restricted from public disclosure in accordance with the exemptions provided in the Municipal Freedom of Information and Protection of Privacy Act, regular council meeting of December 7th, 2021. Mover and a seconder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can.
Yep. Connie and Adam. Business arising. Oh, all in favor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carried. Business arising. I think most of it's pretty straightforward, and anything that couple of the issues we're going to be talking about right away anyway, I would think. I'll give you a couple more minutes to look at it. Oh.
Seeing anything?
Everybody's good then?
Sure.
Okay, move on. Public Works Department, do we have Darren anywhere? Okay,
I text him and he's not answering, so I'm not sure if something came up.
okay, well, we'll move on. Anyway, we'll, everything's pretty much here, and has anybody got any questions on his report? Some of it we're going to deal in closed session, I would think, so. But it looks like everything's pretty straightforward.
You got a revised quote from Copes that just came through tonight.
Oh, okay. Do you have that, Martha?
Yeah, it's 78,800 for the sidewalks for 5 foot wide instead of 6 foot.
And that's the, that was item 1 on that quote. Correct.
Yes, yeah.
And 5 foot still meets code?
Well, that I guess is what the new one's size was that you did this past summer.
Okay,
Yeah, that's what we did uptown.
How much was it again? 78,000?
800. $78,800.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm assuming all these quotes are just quotes now. We're just getting started and not actually going
That's
ahead
right.
and stuff. Yeah.
I wanted to ask him about the camera pricing, but I still don't understand why he got that high quote like that, but anyway, we can talk.
He's
about
gonna
that.
come on here in a minute. I just was texting him. I'm just gonna send the link to his personal email.
All right. Well, my package is missing 6-4.
Yeah, mine as well.
They all are, because he never got it. He got a verbal.
Okay. Okay, I guess while we're waiting, we'll move on. I'm not sure how long it'll take Darren. Let's go to 7, staff reports. We've got a couple there from Kathy Cullen. I'm looking for a motion to too many papers in my hand. Okay. I was gonna say 7-1 and 7-2 can be together. Or 7-1, 7-2, 7-3 could be all together. Looking for receive and file.
Sure.
Larry down.
Yep.
Okay, all in favor of that?
Yep.
Who seconded that? Sorry.
Larry.
Oh, okay.
Are you writing that down, Martha?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so we'll look at budgetary control report.
So is this the last report under the 2021 budget then?
This is as of December 31st. There might still be some more stuff to add to it.
Now I have a question on that report.
Larry?
On it'll be under revenues, I guess. And I'm looking at the solar panel revenue. Because normally I think we normally get 1,200 and I see it's 30, almost 3,600, but that goes into fireboard reserves or something, doesn't it? Somehow. That's the way it was supposed to be set up.
Yeah, there's a line there, Larry, you can see under protection and persons, they've got it, fire department solar panel revenue.
Yeah,
So that's budget 1,200 and
they come in more, right?
yeah, I'm not sure why that is.
We will look into that and get back to you.
I think it was set up that them panels, the money made off them panels went into the fire board reserves
Okay,
through the fire board. I think in their building fund reserves or something like that.
okay.
That might be what we have in total, I would think, wouldn't it?
That's what we've recorded as coming in, but there could be, we've maybe allocated something to a wrong account, so I'll have to check into that.
Okay.
Because the community hall solar panel is about the same increase as well. Actually, it's a little bit less, yeah,
Mhm.
but still, it's an increase from what's budgeted, right?
Yeah, I'll look into that tomorrow and send you an email.
Okay, so I have another question right above that, dog licenses. I just see like we budgeted like 6,500 on dog licenses and we're down. Do we find maybe a lot of people, because there seems to be an awful lot of dogs in town, is there a lot of people not getting licenses anymore, or we just go by the honor system? And
Jamie, can you answer that?
Yeah, I've been trying to watch for like properties with new dogs and stuff like that, marking them down, and we'll be doing the same as last year where we send out the tags with the invoices. I did send out in the flyer, that one with the utility bills. I sent out to update the accounts, like if there's been changes for some people's dogs, so hopefully that triggers them to contact us. I know I've had calls for a few that have passed away over the past year, but I haven't had many for new dogs.
yeah. I'm just curious, because there does, like, I know just walking around town, there seems to be a lot of dogs, so. And a lot of people have 2 dogs, you know, or,
Okay, well, let's tie 742 in with that as well. Or is that what we're doing on here already? No.
Yep, no, that's right.
Okay. Any questions on it?
no, I see nothing that jumped out on that one.
Okay. Well, looks like we're heading in the right direction anyway. Okay, so that being said, I need a motion to receive and receive that report on the operations of the water and sewer and budgetary report. Need a mover and a seconder for that, Matt, and
Yeah, I can,
Eric? Okay. All in favor?
yeah.
Okay. We'll finish that up before we bring Darren in. 7.5. Look at the 2022 user fees. What does everybody think on that?
How much of an increase is the garbage and stuff like at them? What's that? What were we paying last year? Anybody have those numbers?
Yeah, I'm just trying to grab it. It was 130 for the 35 gallon,
Okay,
215 for the 65 and 310 for the 95.
yeah, so about $5, yeah. Well, I'm all right. I'm all right with that.
Okay, everybody's good with that?
Yep.
Okay, so I need a mover and a second to approve the user fees and water and sewer fees. Well, I guess we haven't looked at water and sewer fees yet, have we?
And do the user fees separate from the water and sewer?
Yeah, there's 7.6 and 7.6B, I think. There's 2 pages there, one sewage and there's the first one's the water.
Yep. So you need a motion for this 7.5 first?
Actually, he's got it both, they got them all in here, so we'll do
Okay.
it all together,
Okay.
okay?
Yep.
Everybody's okay with that, or you want to take a second
No,
look at?
no, that's fine. No, if they're okay with doing them all together, that's fine. We'll just look at them and,
So we upped that rate because we're anticipating a water rate from Enniskillen?
Yeah, it's gone up.
Okay.
They've
Okay.
communicated those increases already, obviously, too, right?
Yeah, we had it at, I think the last meeting or in November.
Yeah, okay.
It's gonna be $1.94 this year from them.
Okay, so who wants to move that?
I'll move that.
Connie? Seconder? Adam?
Yep.
All in favor?
yeah.
That's carried. Okay, we've got one more. 7.7, the cyber insurance renewal. Martha, you want to talk about that for a second?
Sure. Cameron's finally got back to us just before we left a Christmas vacation there, with 2 quotes. The one be a coalition, which was $11,157 per year, and the other one was with Ascent with 2 options. We did renew with option 2 because that was the same option we've had in 2021. It did go up though, doubled in price. Greg advised he would come to a meeting and explain everything with the insurance and this cyber insurance, so everybody understands what it's covering and what it does not cover. The biggest increase in coalition, the difference is it covers ransom money if we get hit, where Ascent does not.
Okay.
So I kind of went ahead and made the decision for the coverage because it had to be bound for January 1st or we'd have no coverage, so.
Okay, and I imagine if we need it, if we want to change that later on, I wouldn't
Yeah.
imagine there'd be any problem doing that.
No,
Okay, I need a mover and a seconder to receive that report.
Yep.
Matt and Larry. All in favor?
Yep.
Okay, let's go back to Darren's Public Works Department.
So Darren can't get his mic to work, but I can just text him questions and let you guys know. He's there, but he just can't get his mic to work. Oh,
Yeah,
he's gone
He
now.
might be trying to relog in here.
Well, I don't think he's going to because he's tried to get it going and he can't. So he just said and if I put him on speaker on my phone, he can't hear you guys. He can only hear me. So you had a question though about the camera, Ian?
Well, yeah, I'm just wondering if we're still gonna go with the original pricing that I give them from Amazon or,
I think that he was worried about the quality of that one.
well,
Like
here's the
it's-
way I look at it. For the price of that camera, you can run it twice and if it breaks after the second time you use it, you paid for it. Where you're gonna spend $11,000 on a camera, I don't think that's worth it. So that's my thoughts on it. I mean, it's worth a try. But that's up to council. Doesn't have to be, we don't have to decide on that tonight anyway, so. Is there any questions for Darren other than that?
Well, there was a few things that, I know he's got some pricing here, but I guess it's just numbers he was looking at and, I seen the one there for the tractor lease and that, and I think the tractor lease, I've been talking to Jamie and I think it's not due up for another almost 2 years, so. Looking at the pricing and that, probably not worth opening up early.
Okay,
And the other thing too, when he does get looking at that, he needs to remember that, when we leased that tractor, we added wheel weights and that to it, so he has to make sure that he gets the same thing that he's got, because that's something we added afterwards. And you'd want to keep them wheel weights with it if they work on the new one,
yep, no, that's right.
and figure in the price of them taking them off of that tractor and putting them on the new one. That's something he's gotta look at in the future when he does his pricing on stuff.
Yeah. Okay, well, I guess no other questions. So we're just gonna receive and file that anyway, so. Need a mover and seconder for that.
Did he have any update for the catch basin at 4601 or?
Here, I have Darren on speaker. He can answer you guys. Can you update them on the catch basin, Darren?
Sure can, yep.
Can you hear him?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, you're still doing motions, aren't you?
Nope, they're,
Oh, anyway, the catch basin is, we're just waiting on for the locates. I was talking to a few guys with copes, and the locates are the one that's kind of holding things up right now. And I've been showing my frustration about this because I know we gotta get this done, but I was talking to Denny today, and he said he's gonna see what's going on here and get this, see what's going on with these locates. So, because the guys for the locates, GTEL, were talking to Clay, asking some questions, and but that's all it went through. So that's the biggest problem right now is these locates.
So what was the price on it, Darren?
Hello,
did you hear that? He was asking what the price was on it.
the catch basin?
Yep.
No, I didn't get that. I didn't know I didn't get that price yet.
Okay.
I can only hear you.
He said, okay. You were under the understanding just to go ahead with it, right? Because it needed to be
Yep.
done.
No. That's I was understanding I would go ahead with it. Yep. No, absolutely.
Any other questions for Darren? Thank you, Darren.
That's
They
why I
said,
kinda like.
they said, thank you, Darren. There's no other questions right now.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay, mover and seconder for that report. Receive and file, Adam and Matt.
Can we get 6.5 for the generator? Can we go ahead and sign that?
Yeah, we can add that in there.
6.5.
Well, I'll ask the mover if he's all right adding that one in with it and the seconder.
Yep, I'm fine with that.
You're all right, Matt, with that?
Yep.
Okay,
Thank you.
all in favor? Carried.
Yep.
All right, where are we? Committee meetings meeting minutes and reports. We've got 3 there. A mover and a seconder to receive and file those.
Yeah,
Yep.
8, 1, 2, and 3.
Yes.
Yep,
Okay, so who's that? Larry and Connie?
Matt.
Matt? Okay.
The police group has a new secretary.
Yes.
Okay, correspondence, action required items, Roman ministers forums, questions due by Friday, January 14th. Anybody got some questions they want to ask the minister? Why we're not getting any money or?
Infrastructure. Send us money.
I'm sure I know the answer to that though. Because they're gonna say they've given us money the last few years. We've just forwarded on to Petrolia to use for their water.
Yeah, I actually think you're right on that one, Larry.
I've heard that one before. That's why I say I think I know the answer.
Okay, well, I guess I just need a motion to receive and file that then.
Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that Matt and Connie?
Yes.
Sure. All in favor?
Yeah.
Carried.
Is anybody sitting in on this conference? From
I don't
council
think so.
or no? Okay, I didn't, okay.
Yeah, I'm not. I can tell you that. Okay, let's go to 10, councilors' reports, items as presented by council. So let's go top left of mine, so it would be Adam.
I don't have any reports. I might have something in new business, but that's about it.
Larry?
Nothing from fire board or nothing from cemetery.
Okay, Connie?
Nothing here. All quiet.
Matt?
Nothing either.
Okay, well, that was quick.
Might be some in new business, but
Okay, so we'll move on. Correspondence recommended reading. We have 11:1 to 11:5. Gonna move her in a second to receive and file that.
Yeah.
Matt? And
Yes. Yeah.
Connie.
okay, question on this impact assessment values. Looking at this first sheet, I guess. Is that saying that they're gonna be increasing our assessments 2.63%? Is that what I'm reading?
I thought I took it as they were gonna, I thought they were gonna leave it the same this year, but maybe there is an increase in there.
Yes, they did leave it the same, but that's the increase from building permits.
Okay,
So the total, that 57, 276, 200 is gonna be the assessment we have to work with to generate our tax revenue.
Okay. So it's year over year.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, let's move on to new business. So I will ask Martha, you got new business?
The only thing I can think of, we're just about ready to submit that climate grant with OMI for the access to the lagoon.
Okay. That came in with a lot higher price than I thought it would be, but I guess if we're putting it in for a grant, that'll be all right.
Mhm.
That was for the gravel lane, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, dig it out, put the gravel in, then spread the rest of the dirt. That's all you have, Martha?
yeah.
Jamie?
I can't think of anything right now. I don't have anything.
Okay. Okay, I guess we'll move on to the general pay list.
I have some new business, yeah.
Oh, do
Yeah,
you? You got new
I do
business?
as well.
Okay. Okay, sorry, I missed it. We'll start with Larry.
Okay, and I don't know if it was the Optimist that come to me about it for the hall. Of course, we ain't gonna be renting the hall out for a little while anyways right now with COVID, but they'd asked if somehow, I kind of mentioned for Mike to go into the office, but I doubt if he has. So I'm gonna bring it up. They want to know about getting an extra 1 or 2 designated handicap spots marked at the youth center in the lot somewhere. They said one, they usually have sometimes they get 2 or 3 people come that are looking for a handicap spot and there's only one designated spot. Just wondered if we could make a couple more, even if they were temporaries with just assigned for a couple spots, just for the one night a month that they have.
So I don't see a problem with that. I mean, we can have them paint in 2 more areas along that same side. You can almost designate that whole side as a handicap area if that's really what you want to do. Like, I don't see a problem with that.
Yeah, I just didn't know where they would want to do it, but we got discussing it a little bit. It almost wouldn't hurt up in that area if they did add the extra spots to maybe put a line separating so that they know which was the parking spot, like for each one.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm all right with that. I don't.
The other thing the Optimist kind of asked too, I think they want to maybe purchase some new tables for us. They kind of mentioned that. They said some of the tables were getting beat up a little bit and some are getting warped and stuff that. Now they were discussing about maybe wanting to purchase some new tables. I don't know how many new tables. They must have had some money they wanted to spend and donate to the community hall, but for some tables, but just the thought and the discussion did kind of get to, did we want more rectangular tables or would we want a couple round tables or whatever? So it's just, I said, I'll bring it to council and let them decide if they want to let you go ahead with it or whatever.
So everything up at that youth center is basically the longer 8-foot tables, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I think that's part of the issue where the warping, just the amount of weight without the support on those longer tables from the way it looks anyways. Like I've seen like some of them that have been put back on the top that are kind of warped. And I wonder if that's maybe the issue. If they want to do it, maybe we should go with more 6-foot ones, or I don't know what the thought is there, but it just kind of seemed the way it is because the 8-foot's pretty long of a table. I know we used to have like, you need the more space, but would it be better to go for 6 and get a couple more of those?
Yeah.
Even if you went with 6 foot or a couple of round ones, or even a couple of the smaller square ones, if they wanted to do euchre, then you have a variety for different events that can be hosted there. So.
Yep, that makes sense.
Matt, you want to weigh in?
I guess my question is, what are they putting on the tables for him to warp?
I think it's because there's no support in the middle. I think that's what the problem is. And they're plastic. After a while, they just start to bend. I think that's what the issue is.
Okay.
There's definitely one there that looks like somebody has sat on it.
Well, that's kind of what I'm getting at. Is it because they're abused is why this is going on, or is it just because they're wore out kind of?
I'm
Well,
sure.
we haven't bought any. Go ahead, Larry.
I'm sure a lot of it stems back to some of the stags and that when you get some good crowds and stuff in there too, you know, later in the evenings and stuff, who knows? But I'm sure that's where some of the problem comes from. But, you know,
It's been a while since we bought new tables.
they don't last forever.
No, they don't. Same at the fire hall. I mean, if
So
they
did
were
the-
set up all the time.
Did the
they'd be
Optimist have
sitting-
anything in mind, or that was just like an initial kind of reach out kind of thing?
I think that's more what it was to see, you know, like, and then it would be up to us to decide, okay, if you got to buy some tables, what kind of tables would we want them to purchase? That would help benefit us too, right? So,
The only thing with round tables, I think they take up a little more space, but it doesn't matter to me what we do.
I'd be all right with the 6 foot flat.
Or just a variation, like Connie was saying, if there's rectangle tables or something like that, just to have something a little different for different occasions and stuff too, right?
It just opens it up a little wider. And then with your spacing, with your distancing, it gives you a little more option too.
Okay. Is that all you got, Larry?
yeah, I'll just talk back with Mike and let him know that they can contact the office to, when they do decide they want to spend some money on some tables to see what we're doing.
So they'll be shut down for a little bit yet then, right? The
Yeah,
Optimist?
oh, yeah. I don't think it was like they were looking to get at it, do them right away, but they just thought I think they had some money and they were looking to spend some.
We're good. Adam?
Yeah, so just a sec. The My Main Street program is back up and going again. And they are doing new projects for the calendar year. Again, it's all for Main Street, trying to attract people to stay, kind of make it more inviting downtown spaces in a lot of the municipal centers. I'd like to see a possibility of maybe going ahead with some wayfinding signs. Even out on where our community partners sign are, having indicator signs that show where the downtown section is, where the Main Street is. And I think that could give us a leg up since we are on a highway in between larger municipalities. Kind of, you have to draw them in off the highway somehow. And then as well, I can share some stuff here. Let's see if I can do this. So I'll start with, so I kind of have some color coding stuff here going on. The idea is to see red circles would be where your wayfinding signs to bring people into town would be. And then to fill out the project, I was also talking about or thinking about some of the banner signs that you could change seasonally or work with other community partners that way, just to go along with the flowers. The third part of it is also maybe some signage about where our parks, like labeling the parks and the trail, indicator signs. So obviously I'm going down Elizabeth Street to where the trail is so people can find it off of the main street when they're in the center of town. And then if we can get some money too, it'd be nice to update the sign that's up at the town center where the Christmas tree and stuff is, indicating obviously the oil heritage and our museum as well. Let's see if I can switch to, you guys can see this stuff now.
Sure.
Yeah,
So this is these are just some samples of different municipalities. Obviously the banner, those would be where your yellow squares would be coming into town. Some different options that way as well. obviously there's limitless potential on some of that stuff, but I think a Main Street signage program would possibly get us some funding and could make the downtown center look good that way. So let's go to kind of the way I was thinking of it. Somewhere around this was an initial price from one company. Obviously you'd have to get some different quotes and stuff like that. But I think that they were a minimum of 25,000 originally for the entry for this program for downtown regions.
Do you have a sample of the signs, Adam?
No, because I just have different, these are just
Okay,
obviously different options that, and basically you could we'd customize it to go with
All we're seeing
can
is the
only-
map, Adam.
the map. Okay, let's just see.
yeah, that's all we're seeing.
Oh, it paused my screen share. Zoom share. Let's see if it switches. So here's an example here. You can see that one now, the Fort
Yes.
Edmonton.
Yep.
Yeah.
Will it show? Is this one showing up now? The Spring Trail?
No.
No, still Fort Edmonton.
So I got stopped every time.
Oh, yeah.
So basically, a lot of the ones would be around the one just to the left of the person. You can do simple signs like that with, I've got one more to share here. So.
They could be added right onto the street sign or something, right?
Exactly, because, and I'll show this in a sec here. So this is the final one kind of thing. Like these are obviously on the street sign. This is like the Victorian where you get into Petrolia kind of image that way. But with some of the pricing, a lot of the poles were included. So you could eliminate that if you're going on to already existing poles as well, right? So this is just a quick kind of that way, but I would like to see if we could get something in before February, if that's possible,
That would be great.
just to see if we can get some
Yeah.
funding kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Are you gonna look after that, Adam?
I can, yeah, I can work with Jamie too, if we can put something together, if that works.
Okay,
Sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds good, Adam.
Okay,
you got anything else, Adam?
nope, that's all I had.
Connie?
No, I don't have anything.
Matt?
I don't really have anything other than we seen the bill there for that dump truck that we have, the self truck, whatever. Getting costly to keep that thing on the road, but at the same time, I know a new vehicle is not cheap either. But I think we need to start putting some money in for that thing because it's gonna be gradually keeps getting higher and higher. We're gonna have a piece of crap here shortly.
Winters are pretty hard on it, that's for sure. Maybe if we look at another truck, maybe we should look at a little bit bigger truck.
Well, that's kind of what I said to him, but I kind of said maybe take the go over to the fire department and take the rescue and see if it'll fit in where he parks it to see if we can go to that size or slightly bigger, and then we have an idea of what we can fit in the building.
Yeah. Okay, we can look into that. Well, I don't have anything under new business. Is that it then for new business?
That's all I have.
Okay. I'm looking for motion to pay accounts.
Sure.
Matt,
Yep.
Larry,
I have one question on the account.
okay,
I'm looking at page 5 under Oil Springs Service Center. Other
I knew you were gonna ask about
other
that.
drinks.
Yeah, so it was Gatorade and water in the summer.
Okay, when I seen drinks, I just got asked that question. I just,
It
It's
only
not
lets me
Bud.
put so much, so I couldn't put Gatorade and water, so I just put drinks.
okay, no, just cause I seen somewhere else Gatorade and water, and then I seen that one was drinks, and I thought, okay.
Yeah, it's two separate areas, and the one area only lets me put like so many characters in, so I couldn't fit it all.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, all in favor?
Yep.
Carried.
You know, we're
Okay.
asking questions, we're at least looking at the reports, right?
No, I can appreciate that.
Okay, I need a motion to move in camera, that the time being 7:45 PM. Council of Village of World Springs move into an in-camera meeting of council person to section 239 of the Municipal Act 2001 as amended for the following reasons. Personal matters, section 239, subsection 2, subsection B. Personal matters about identifiable individual, including municipal or local board employees, staff follow-up, and properties in a tax arrears. Mover and seconder,
I'll make a move.
Connie and Larry. All in favor? That's carried.
Okay, just give me a minute and we'll move into camera here.
Okay.